Like that?
Boom, like that.
Okay, cool. Well, we're back. How about that? The Longhorns whooped some ass. I'm happy about that. And it is well, I don't know. It's Orlando, it's the Longhorn Postgame show / Booze Fest from Slackers.
That's all together.
We're marrying our partners today.
It's a gumbo.
It's Taylor and Rudy. We're at Slackers Thousand Oaks, where we are having Booze Fest out here. We're looking at the outdoor. They got a really cool setup here. So this one's got the big bay windows that are open.
Right.
So we're seeing a sea of people. There's a band out here playing rock music. Vendors out the yin-yang out here. All these different beers and stuff. And, of course, behind us is the actual inside of the Thousand Oaks location here at Slackers off of, I guess, kind of where San Pedro and Thousand Oaks kind of meet here near 281. So it's a Longhorn show / whatever we want. So
whatever you want.
I'm going to eat tacos.
You fresh off the road, too, dude.
Drove all day, spent the weekend.
What, you leave at like 8 in the morning?
No, I left at 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I stopped for lunch. You got here around 3.
Where'd you stop? You stopped somewhere on 281?
Well, I went to a place in Hyco because they've got good beef jerky and hot dogs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hyco's the town I told you don't let the sun go down on you.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like,
I hope you don't get mad, but they got really good they got really good tacos in there.
I was like, Hyco sounds like I ain't stopping. I was literally about to say that.
Usually I'm kidding when I talk about, those kinds of things. Not this town.
No, not Hyco.
Yeah. And it's a minority-owned business.
What?
They're Mexicanos.
Okay. Are they going to be here after January?
Well, probably not to cook. So I had to stop today before he gets deported.
Yeah, man. It's sad. It's crazy. Crazy.
Oh, my God.
What are you eating? Some frijoles?
I got frijoles.
You got the frijoles? Oh, look at that.
They got El Regio out here at this location.
Are these chato?
Those are chato homes.
Chato beans.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Puro pinche street taco.
God,
These are pork.
Oh, you got the pork?
Yeah, pork covered in avocado.
Hey, y'all, this is a rare sight. Mike is actually having a cheat meal. I haven't seen him have a cheat meal since we started the show in January.
Well, I usually eat healthier in the morning. But in a bar, you know.
What are you going to do? You're going to order a season?
I've got Michelob Ultra, only 90 calories.
Waiting on my wife to get me a drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. So, we're here, man. We're just going to shoot the shit for like an hour. But we're going to be here for a little while. So, if you happen to be watching live, it's Saturday night. It's early. Come down to Slackers off Thousand Oaks because here about 6 or so. Or 5:30 till I get done, whatever. I want to have fun.
I want to have a little bit of fun.
So we'll talk.
Right.
We'll talk ball. We'll do some bullshit here, but then we're gonna get off, and me and Rudy are gonna go around and play all the different games. So come out here and drink a beer and play some games with us.
Talk to some vendors, etc. Well, this is the thing, Mike. Last week, there's 2 things that happened last week that you and I both said. Yeah, El Regio's out here at Slackers. They're the real deal. The first thing I said was, look, I want to take back because. Leading up to this game, I was telling myself, man, I like the way Florida looked. Florida looked good against Georgia. Georgia's probably a little overrated. And then Thursday, I said, you know what? I think Texas wins by 2 touchdowns. And you followed that up with saying, no, Rudy, I need Texas to have one of those signature blowout, run them out the building type wins.
Yeah.
So we both ended up being right in the end. You a little bit more right because 49 to 17.
I would have taken 30 to 20. Yeah. I just wanted a solid victory. They beat, 49-17 the final? Perfect case scenario. They get a big lead. They look great. Arch gets to play in the second half. It's like a perfect scenario where everybody does their job.
Right.
And as you and I both agree, it's nice to – Arch just needs to keep getting playing time when he can so it doesn't get weird.
It doesn't get weird, right.
He insists that he loves UT and – he'll be the guy next year.
Right.
But, it gets weird,
Sometimes.
It's always good. So I said Friday that the most impressive win they had has been Vanderbilt. But I'm not taking a shot because Vanderbilt's good. Like, they beat the shit out of Michigan, and Michigan is okay.
Right.
They're not obviously Michigan of last year or even the last 5 years. They're rebuilding. They fought their ass off in the second half against Georgia and lost, obviously. But they've looked great, and it's one thing for us to watch and you see that. You just watch it on TV. And by the way, we still want to go to the game next week?
That's not next week.
Oh, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
we're going to see in person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to the Kentucky game in 2 weeks.
Next week is car show.
You're right.
All
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff.
And then Arkansas.
The
Yeah.
card show. Yeah.
They play Arkansas. But I'm watching it on TV. You can just tell that's a damn good team. I mean, they've got 6 NFL DBs.
Sure.
3 NFL offensive linemen.
Absolutely.
2 NFL running backs. 2 NFL quarterbacks. It's a damn good team. But they've not had like you thought. I thought this after Michigan, but then it turns out Michigan wasn't great. Florida's not great either. They're in a rebuild. Their coach has been under issues.
Well, they
been
played
under
Georgia
fire.
good, so we were like, oh.
Right.
Then I was like, nah, Georgia's
Right.
overrated, and we seeing that again. We'll
Yeah,
talk about
and,
Georgia, Ole Miss later. But
Yeah, and the Gators have quarterback issues.
Big
I
time.
needed, even though I believe in Texas, I believe they should be 5th or higher. They may go up after Miami got beat today, but I wanted to see the Longhorns put 4 straight quarters together where they just beat the shit out of the opponent, and a good opponent. And Florida's not the old Florida, but Florida's still Florida,
right.
and for them to go out and beat their ass the way they did, I feel as good about UT football as I have at any point so far.
I guess, first of all, Quinn Ewers, welcome back.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, he was great today. We're welcome back. And again, the thing I keep saying, and I'm going to keep saying it because Quinn Ewers, Steve Sarkisian, and Arch Manning take up so much of everyone's attention. That defense is so good. Those 17 points, it probably, like, if it would have been a close game, let's say UT offense couldn't score. Arch got hurt, Ewers got hurt.
Right.
UT would have won that game 10-7 if they had to. That's how good that defense is. They got 17. It was like on some BS stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That defense is so good. It's so good. I can't, talk about it enough. So another great performance by the UT defense, and which is exactly why I felt like, I was like, you know what? I started looking at the numbers, doing the deep dive. I was like, Florida's offense is pretty crappy. UT's 1, 2, or 3 in every category known to man.
Yep.
Florida's not going to be able to score on them in Austin, and we were dead right. So props to that UT defense. But if I'm nitpicking, Mike.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
The weird slow starts. It doesn't matter when you're playing a team as bad as Florida, playing somebody like Oklahoma, playing somebody like Michigan.
Yep.
But once you start, right now is the prep time for the playoffs. And we saw against Georgia, they got off to a slow start, and it was just too much ground to make up.
Mm-hmm.
So the slow starts, it was a weird, not a slow start, but a weird start this morning against Florida. And again, it won't hurt you against these type teams, but once we're in the 12-team playoff and it's one and done, you can't get off to these slow type of starts.
Right. Well, that's it. They look great. Wow, Georgia down 22-10.
22-10, 158 left.
They look great today, and so they've got. So was it Arkansas, Kentucky, A&M? Is that it? That's it.
Yeah.
And then SEC championship game possibly. So
and Colorado
great, man.
barely beat Texas Tech 17-13.
Oh, they're playing in Lubbock. It's a weird place, man.
It's a weird place, man.
Weird people, weird place.
You can't drink the water up there. It's
Nope.
a weird place, but they're barely winning.
Don't have sex with the women either. You get something.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah. Lubbock's a synonym for herpes. If you like your balls not on fire, don't have sex with Texas Tech grads.
But
Or co-eds.
The other thing I was happy
I'm
about,
not saying that because of experience. I've read that in the paper.
I read in the paper, too. 200 yards rushing.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I mean, it was by committee.
That's okay. They're both good.
What was that?
UT.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure,
Their running game is great.
Jared Gibson, 16 carries, 100 yards, 6.3 per carry, and a tutty. So it was good to see the running game get going as well, because we know Ewers and Arch, they're going to do their thing. But they're almost unbeatable if they have the running game going because the defense is so good. When they can sustain drives,
Yep.
and the defense can actually get some rest. Again, against Georgia, they just couldn't get any rest. They ran out of gas. This morning, they were able to sustain some drives, really just choke Florida out.
J Wall 321, Mike's right. Tortilla Tech gives Raider Rash up there.
What?
Raider Rash. It's called Raider Rash.
What the hell is Raider Rash?
It's a bunch of suburban white girls that have done too many things with too many people. That's a danger zone.
2 of my cousins graduated from Tech.
Women?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I remember when we took them up there.
I'm not talking shit about your cousins.
I know, early 90s, they're like, hey, we can't drink the water. That's all I remember. We couldn't drink the water. It was terrible.
Wow. The water or
nasty.
something. That's
Tumbleweed town.
Tumbleweed water.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimbo points this out, too. Knock on table. No key injuries have been reported.
Right.
That's the thing. So, no, it was good. Florida's down. They're not Florida. But you don't get a Scully to play football at Florida if you suck.
No,
they've got some issues right now.
They've
got some issues. They've had coaching issues. I like their coach, but he just had a shitty start to the season. They picked it up. Then their quarterback gets hurt. And so no one's crowning the Longhorns. But when you play a team at home that you should beat and you go out and kick their ass, you did your job. It'd be one thing. It had been like 27-24. And even if Texas had won, I'm probably on here a little bit upset about it.
Really?
Yeah, that's because you should beat Florida. Texas was due for a blowout win where they just go out there and make it easy on themselves from the outset. And like you said, they've had issues starting. I don't know what the deal with that is.
It starts.
I don't think it has anything to do with prep. It's not Sark. It's been a weird season from that standpoint.
And I don't.
But maybe they fixed it today because they obviously whooped the shit out of Florida today.
Right, and I don't think Arkansas, Kentucky. I don't think either of those teams can expose it. They still got Arkansas next week in Arkansas. That's 11 a.m. Then they at home versus Kentucky. Then they go on the road to College Station.
Woo. Yep, that's going to be a massive game.
That is going to be a massive game. Everybody keeps asking me, Rudy, well, A&M lost, and UT has a loss. Are the ticket sales coming down? No. You got a better chance of winning the lotto versus those tickets going down. I don't care if they both lose out. That game this year, because of the time that's been in between it, it's right behind Ohio State, Michigan. And normally Texas, OU is down the line, but this one, no, this is number 2. What up, Dale?
Man, they won't overlook Arkansas, obviously. We can.
No, we can.
He'll have them on. I can't effing wait for the A&M game.
Oh, me too.
The Aggies wanting so badly
Thanksgiving weekend
to beat Big Brother at Kyle Field. So it's College Station. What a trap game. They would love nothing more than to screw Texas out of a playoff bid, if indeed it were to come down to that. That's going to be a great game, man.
I think Texas still has a game to play with.
Probably so, but A&M will be the one that they're the ones that can't lose out.
A&M needs to win.
They were 15th in the first committee poll that came out Tuesday. They can't lose any more games. Again, UT won't overlay. They've got 2 more games in between. You brought up the Aggies, and I got chills up my spine. I effing cannot wait for that game. God, I can't wait for that game.
No,
it's going to be nice to see. It's just going to be nice to see that game again. We're 3 weeks early, but fucking, it sucks that game went away. I understand both sides. I understand why A&M went to Big Southern John Plantation country.
It worked out.
I get it.
Even if they haven't won a damn thing, it worked out.
They've made a shit ton of money. They recruit top 5 every year. Their amenities are amazing. They got out from underneath Texas's shadow, and obviously Texas is back in their conference. But it just not having those 2 play was dumb. You said it's the big outside of Ohio State, Michigan, but yeah, they didn't play for the last 8 years. That sucks. Yeah. So I'm glad it's back. Can't wait.
I can't wait either. And I'm glad they're forced to, because I don't think, let's say if Texas would have went to the ACC for whatever reason, A&M is like, nah, man. Y'all did us wrong. Y'all screwed the Big 12 with the Longhorn Network. We're the only conference that couldn't get a real TV deal because of the Longhorn Network.
Yeah.
And because y'all refused to come off of it. Screw y'all. We don't need y'all. And they've made $60 million a year. Hey, what was that? Tito's?
Yeah, bring it. Oh,
yeah. Let me get that.
Oh, sure. Thank you, dear. What is that?
Tito's.
This is Tito's handmade vodka.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, cool. Right on. Okay, cool. Thank you. You were saying, sir?
Yeah, no, A&M. And look, you know Aggies. I know Aggies. They're butthurt.
Oh, yeah.
Their butt hurt. And even coming into this year, they were like, we better get the first home game. I'm like, why does it matter? You're going to go home and home. What does it matter? I don't care. We better get the first home game. And sure enough, they did. Again, we're 3 weeks ahead.
Right.
But we can do that.
It's hard. Of course. I can't wait. Yeah, I know. Texas loses to Arkansas.
Which is always a tough game in
Sure,
Arkansas.
Absolutely. And the Longhorns haven't played up there in a long time. It's cool. So you've got hey, man, how you doing? That's another old Southwest Conference matchup that I hated to see go even 20 years ago when Arkansas, 25 years ago, 30 years ago when Arkansas left the conference. That's a game that I've been missing for a long time too. So I'm excited for UT Arkansas. So yeah, I'm stoked for A&M, but we're not going to look ahead. That's going to be cool to see the Horns go into Fayetteville for the first time in God knows when, play the Hogs. That's going to be cool. And Arkansas is going to want nothing more than to screw their season up.
And Arkansas will be coming off of an idle week.
Yeah.
They were idle this week. Now, the last time we saw Arkansas, Ole Miss was curb stomping them 63-31.
Yeah.
But they get a week off. And in the SEC, where everybody has big offensive line, everybody has big defensive line.
Yep.
When you get to play somebody coming off of an idle week, it matters.
I know.
And it's on the road. But the only good thing about that, this Texas team under Arkansas, and I'm going back to last year in Tuscaloosa, they don't care about being on the road.
Mm-mm.
They're that good.
Right. They've looked good on the road. So there's that. UT looked good today. Ready for the Arkansas game. Ready for Kentucky. Yeah, and Rudy and I, at this point, it's 90-10. We're going to go up for the game.
Which one is it? Kentucky.
The Kentucky game.
Right.
So tell Mr. Singh.
He's in here.
What's up, Mr. Singh? I need Rudy's services. He's looking at the blinds. You better be careful.
He don't care. I think in India they can have 12, 13.
I'm distancing from what you just said. I think it's like 6.
That's 6.
Don't be over the top. They only get 6 girlfriends in India. I'm sorry, Mr. Singh. Rudy did that first. I didn't do that. Let's drink our shit.
Cheers.
Cheers. Where y'all at? Y'all
Tito,
get your asses out here to Slacker.
Liquor. They got plenty of tea.
Nice. It's a mule. It's a mule.
You can smell the ginger. You can smell that ginger beer.
Ah, yeah. Beautiful. Damn, look at that rain at Ole Miss. It's pouring rain now. Georgia's in trouble. Now it's going to 22-10 in the fourth.
Who's up? Georgia?
No. Ole Miss is up.
Oh, that's ball game.
Just started. They just started the quarter, but now it's raining balls in Oxford. Look at that. You can barely see the field. Wow, that's bad for Georgia's in a fucking world of trouble right now.
It makes you, we go back to, since this is the UT Longhorn Postgame show, it goes back to Texas dominated that game in the second half.
Right, I know.
The slow start killed them.
I know. It was 20-0 at the half, UGA. I don't mean I'll Wade Phillips on you, but I mean, we outscored them in the second half. I mean, they did. What's up, J Wall 321? $4.99. We made money already. I'm a Longhorn, but I miss Bonfire. RIP. That atmosphere is going to be insane. Yeah.
What, the A&M Bonfire?
Yeah.
Well, people died.
Yeah, a bunch of people died. No, he's not being insensitive.
I know.
It's okay to miss it. Understand why they killed it. That was unfortunate. Killed the bonfire.
Jesus.
Got rid of the bonfire. It's been a long time.
Got rid of it.
It's been a long time. Let's not bring. Why you got to bring that up, Jay Wall?
Why you got to bring that up?
Don't bring your room down. No, I appreciate the $4.99. That's good. That's good. Jimbo, focus, AD.
Yeah, focus, AD.
Now, he ain't hurting for talent. They do a good job. They hire quality employees.
Sure.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Our service has been great.
You talking about
what are you talking about? I'm talking about the service. Oh, no, the service is Slacker.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they take care of you, man.
Got a live band out here, about 20-plus vendors. El Regio's food has been fantastic.
They ask a lot of their bartenders and their servers,
right.
Man. This is not, and they kick ass out here. Very good. Yeah, he said R.I.P. Damn it, Rudy.
Okay, he did. He did say that. Frank was making fun of me. If you don't know who Frank is, Frank's one of the big wigs here at Slackers. So it's El Regio serving the food. Well, I got wings, and Frank.
Yeah,
in true Frank fashion, he says, "You would get chicken." I said, "What?" He said, "You would get chicken." I was like, "Damn." Frank gonna tell me you would get chicken.
I got pig. I got swine.
Nothing wrong with that swine.
No, that's good.
That swine make you feel fine.
Oh, for sure. I like it, piggy.
What we got here?
Let's see.
Ken Stokes.
K. Stokes, somewhere LG's pissed knowing that the headset's coming back soaked in taco grease.
Guess what?
You know what? His ass should have showed up then.
LG hasn't seen these headsets in a while. Mike's had these headsets since UT postgame show
Yeah.
started.
Full disclosure, these are the one I keep in my apartment.
Yeah, so my sister married a Gator.
Oh.
A Gator. He wanted to bet me. He wanted to bet me.
Yeah.
He wanted me to give him the points. And I didn't do it after all. I didn't want to take his money.
Yep.
But I ain't heard from him today. Matter of fact, I'm going to text him right now. He's a Florida Gator grad.
Call his ass up.
I'm going to text him right now.
He actually thought the Gators had a chance to win the game.
What?
I don't. Maybe not 49-17, but I wouldn't have picked them to win the game.
Thank you, Brian Wilson.
That's crazy.
A lot of in the building / Thunderdome out here. Thank y'all that came, and to those that didn't, shame on you.
I'm gonna get me a wing. You cool with that?
Get you a wing.
Thank you, sir.
Show them that wing, Mike.
Look at this big.
Show them that wing.
Big in here.
Look at that.
Look at all my teeth, my big ass teeth.
Give me a food review.
All right.
What you think?
These are the spicy ones. They're good.
Yeah.
Very tender meat. Fell right off the bone when I put my big ass teeth on there. Nice and spicy, but not over the top.
Okay, I'm liking it.
And it goes down good with this beer.
Beer wings.
Wings and beer, baby. Yeah, it's great.
Great job.
Good combination.
That wasn't a bad review at all.
Thank you, sir. I know you're a professional.
No, I'm not. I was winging it. No pun intended.
For those who don't know, Rudy, of course, is hosting Base Bites, which comes out every Thursday with a new episode. Tell me about that whole, now that you can talk about it and we all know what it's about. For those that haven't seen it, go to it, go watch it. It's on Air Force TV. And Rudy did a really badass. He shot a season earlier this year where they took him around to different bases and he tried all the food that all the Air Force cadets eat on base. What a great concept. What a cool show. And honestly, when LG was like, yeah, that's dope. When LG thinks it's good.
Yeah. I was so shocked when LG liked it.
Because
he don't like anything.
I know.
Other than his dog and his mom. LG doesn't like anything.
That's about it. He tolerates us. He don't hate you and me.
But he
tolerates us. Right. Yeah, he can never take it.
It was cool, man.
Okay, tell us about that experience, man. It's so badass.
Seeing the airmen and the Guardians, was what they call the airmen that work on Space Force bases,
right?
And the cadets at the academy. Really cool concept because, again, keep in mind, while I'm there, they're still protecting the country. They still got a mission. You know what I mean? So they're taking time out from the mission, to help me eat food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you really break it down, like, hey, okay, we'll give you a few hours to come eat some food and ask me about my job.
Right.
And then I got to get back to protecting the country.
Right.
So really, really, really cool. And the patience and the hospitality and the unprecedented access that those 9 bases gave me. Forever grateful to Air Force Services and those 9 Air Force
Very
bases.
cool. And I said this to you a few weeks ago when episode 1 came out. When episode 1 came out, and we get so, by the way, legacy media is dying on the vine.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
And it's good to see. It really, really is. No, because I think that America's starting to wise up to mainstream media. And we now fully realize that
we don't need
half of what comes out of mainstream media is bullshit. They're making up narratives, both political sites, Fox and MSNBC and CNN. They're
lying about how close the race is.
50% of what they do every day is simply about making money. They're just a business. They're an entertainment business, and that's fine. It's like Denzel Washington's character said in Training Day. Remember, he was reading the newspaper. He's like, hey, because the guy wouldn't stop talking. I'm trying to finish my paper. He's like, hey, 80% of what's in this is bullshit, but it entertains me.
I remember
that scene?
Let
me finish my paper. There's a little bit of news and a whole bunch of bullshit. My point in that What was my point? I'm making a point about mainstream media.
Legacy.
Legacy media is dying on the vine. No. Yeah, my point is, if you just listen to dumbasses on, and even the internet, but if you just believe let me just make the point without pissing people off. I don't care. But you would think that young people suck. You would think that this is the worst generation we've ever had. Young people are a bunch of dumbasses. The country's gonna go into the shitter. Kids are entitled. Kids are stupid. And
Some of it's true.
Some of it's true, but our generation had weaknesses and strengths.
Oh gosh.
When I watched one of your shows and I said, "Hey, I'm finally gonna make my damn point," one of the things that stuck out with me watching Base Bites was these are young,
It made you
badass American
It made you feel
people.
comfortable about the future.
Sure, if those kids, if the future of the country is in those kids' hands, of all the Air Force bases you went to, we're fine.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me, lover, we're fine. Do I have sauce on me? Anyway, so we just all this. Yeah, of course, there's dipshits out there.
Obviously.
I knew a lot of dipshits when I was 18,
Me
19,
too.
20.
Same.
But they're not all dipshits. There's still just enough great young people in this country that's going to keep us rolling into the future. No matter who the president is, no matter what, we've got kids that are going to be fine. They're fine.
Sure.
And when watching your show, it's an entertaining show, but it's awesome that you're working with a bunch of young folks. That's the impression you got. Now, these are badass
God.
young people, way smarter than me, going to be way more accomplished. It's a great feeling, as an American.
Great feeling, man. And getting to know some of them, and them talking about their experience on base, their experience at basic, because all of them go through Lackland.
Oh, okay, yeah,
all of them go through
That's
Lackland,
awesome.
and they're just like, "Oh man, it's so hot. It's so hot."
Yep.
I'm from Nebraska. I was at Lackland in July, and we're running 2-3 miles. I almost died a few times. I was like, "Yeah, you got it about right."
Base Bite.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Badass. Not that we don't support the Army or the Navy or the Marine Corps, but it's not the air fires, as the Marines call it. Those are good kids. Those are some really good kids in that Air Force. There's an Air Force veteran right here, my man, Big Dave.
Big Dave is Air Force veteran. He loves the show. He loves Base Bites.
Official lead pilot of the USAA corporate jet.
Yes, he is.
We should do a bit with Dave. He said he let us come back where we shot our promo to announce our video with the private jet. Dave says we should come back and do a 5-minute feature on him and the plane, and get the lowdown on the plane. That'd be cool, right?
Let's do it.
That'd be good content.
That's great content. How you like that mule?
Woo! It's very muley. Woo! God dang!
Got
a lot of vodka in there.
Yeah, that ginger beer is solid.
It's good. Oh, it's good, but damn
Who
it!
is this?
She poured.
Oh, what up, Rod?
She poured lots of vodka
How you doing,
in there.
brother?
Hey man, how you doing, Rod? See you, man. Good. I'm all full of chicken grease, man. Right, I'm eating.
Oh wait.
Probably not the most polite thing to do.
No, it's cool. We're connected.
Chat disconnected. Uh-oh.
But then it says
Are we back?
Connected.
Oh, let's do a test. Are we good? Check 1, 2.
Y'all hit us up.
Teeth good? You got no meat in my teeth? Okay, cool.
You're good. Let's roll.
Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. We're good. What else y'all want? What do y'all want to talk about, man? I drove all day. Spent the weekend working.
Spent the weekend working versus Arkansas next week.
Yeah, man. So, been a good couple days. So I'm gonna throw this out here.
Oh shit! What?
I'm gonna throw it out confidently.
What?
And I'm gonna say I'm 98% certain. Sorry, I got eight wings, make sure my teeth are clear. My twins are coming home to see me. They're gonna come be with me for a month.
When?
Wednesday.
No crap.
Yeah, they come in. They fly to Austin. They're going to stay the night with some friends of their mamas. And then I'm going to jump in the car Thursday and go get them. And they're coming down here for a full month. If she reneges on this, those kids may just run away.
And you just give them a meetup spot. Go get them.
Well, believe me, measures have been taken to prevent any more shenanigans. Measures have been taken to prevent shenanigans. So my twins are coming here, man. Because it's funny because, and I hesitated doing, I don't want to make this the rest of the show, but
No. Let's do
the
it.
night that I pulled back that curtain on my twin situation, I was very much in doubt, but I was very emotional and I was upset and pissed.
And
in
emotions
hindsight,
make it weird, right?
I probably shouldn't even have done the show that night, honestly, but it's everyone. I've had so many people come up in the last 3.5, 4 weeks saying, I had literally a guy earlier came up to me here at Slackers. I've been praying for you, brother. Hey, man, I appreciate that.
No, what day was that? It was
a Friday night.
So tonight,
no, it's a Thursday night.
Yeah. No, so tonight is a Saturday.
About a month. It's 1 month.
Thursday.
It's a Thursday, yeah.
No, I'm talking about this week. Thursday night.
Oh, yeah, they'll be here.
Thursday night, I had a listener come into Texas Cheer Liquor number 9.
Yeah.
Rob. And he was like, man, I've been listening to y'all forever. He was like, I didn't realize how connected I was to this show until Mike told his story about what he's going through.
Yeah.
And he was messed up about it. He was like, I was messed up about it. He was like, I felt like, one of my brothers was going through something.
That's part of the reason why I regret maybe kind of doing it, because I'm not trying to bring on. I'm not trying. I appreciate the concern. That's a good thing, but it feels. I'm not trying to be all. I wasn't trying to be a drama queen. I was just.
No, I
was rock bottom emotionally,
to get that
man.
off your chest, though.
I was rock bottom.
Yeah, that type of shit will drive you crazy if you don't let it out.
And I was scared to death, And I'm not trying. I don't like having to. I'll take a Michelob Ultra. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah. I have a tab. Just tell them my name. I have a tab up there. Yeah, thank you, dear. Your wife's the bomb. No, I didn't mean to get so.
Well, I didn't know.
Whatever. My point is,
Yeah,
I feel bad that people feel bad, but I appreciate that people feel like they're
Why
that
do you
connected.
feel bad?
Because that was super personal. But I appreciate that people are connected, and I'm touched by the outpouring and the response. And so tickets have been purchased. Oh, wow. That is an old picture,
sure.
guy. Wow.
Give me that.
Well, we weren't so fat then, were we? That's good stuff. That's me way back. Look at that. Look at that horrible hair. That's awesome.
Dude, you had a shit ton of hair.
Dude. That's great.
Where are y'all at? Salvation Army?
Some liquor store somewhere 12 years ago, maybe 10.
That was Thunderdome, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more than 10, maybe 11 or 12 years ago. God.
You haven't aged a bit, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. I weighed the same. It's just in different locations. My weight has shifted around. Anyway, that's it. I appreciate everyone's concerns and stuff. And it's not completely over. We'll see. This is a good step. So Mom is letting the twins come spend a full 30 days here with us.
How does,
I don't know. 6 weeks ago, she tried to get me put in jail, and now it's going to come here. I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx it. School. So that's it. Well, they're doing online school, which I don't love.
That's what we did all 2020.
I don't love that, but that's what they're doing, and I've agreed that that's fine. They can come for a full month, provided that I make sure they stay. Of course, I will.
But do they know
on task?
Do they know they're coming with you, and it's going to be more? You're going to be like, hey, we're not goofing off 8 to 4.
No,
I know how you are. Only because I know how you are. And if if it's school hours, it's gonna be school.
Thank you, Bernard. I thank you, man. I owe Bernard a coffee. Poor Bernard. We're supposed to have coffee this week, and I was so anxious to get up to Fort Worth, and I had shit come up, and I forgot about him, and he left him hanging. I owe Bernard. I owe him 5 coffees. Thanks, Chuck's 81, $4.99. Y'all been killing it lately. Keep up the great content. Hook 'em. Thank you, man. Appreciate that very much. So you're gonna see me. I'm gonna have my 2 little shadows with me now for the next month. So that'll be cool. But no, they're going to do school for sure.
I know they are.
They're going to do all their lessons. Oh, yeah. We ain't going to bullshit on that. So that's it. Anyway, I thought I'd tell you that.
So do Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and my 50th, which is cool.
And so we think you're going up to Dallas for Thanksgiving? Kicking with Pops, let the Pops see the kids?
Yeah, I think so. So, yeah, Nina and I were going to go to New York to see her son. Well, I'm going to go and stay home because the twins are coming.
Let her go see
Just
her
Nina's
son.
going to go ahead and go up, hang out with her son for Thanksgiving, which is okay. We love each other, you know. But my kids have not been around my family in so long. They're starving for family. You know, they've been out of the country, so I'm excited, man. So yeah, if you want to, since we're getting since you know, it came up, I am pretty happy today, my brother. Pretty happy. So, Jay Wall bringing that money, $4.99. I'll buy Mike and Ultra, put it on my tab, pulling for you. Good fathers are hard to find, especially in your situation. Thank you, man. I appreciate that very much.
No, because I've had some guys. I had a really close friend that gave up. It was not because he was a bad father. It's just like it was too expensive. The visitation was like supervised in some glass room.
Yeah,
it was weird.
I know.
But as soon as his daughter turned 18, she ran to him. So I've seen people
and that's
go
good,
through this.
And I know that'll happen. I just don't want to. I don't want that to happen.
That's 6 years from now. Your twins are only 12.
I know. I don't want that to happen.
No.
So this is good, and they need a full month here. So, would I rather them? Do I wish they were in a regular school? Yes. Do I make that decision? No. But I'm so happy that they're coming. Of course, they need to do some school. So they're going to absolutely do that online shit every day. Yeah. But when they're not doing that, they're going to be with me everywhere we go. We're going to bring them to LG's and take them on a bunch of stuff. And
we're looking to you got to get them up in the morning.
Try to get them to a Spurs game. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Try to get him to some of the museums, do some strolling around the city, and just give him a little shadows, man. Yeah, and then probably go see my pops for Thanksgiving. And he hasn't seen them in a long time either. It's going to be awesome.
It'll be awesome.
Yeah, anyway, that's it.
See Matthew Taylor, everybody.
Yeah.
See their cousins.
This is the Mike Taylor's Personal Life / Longhorn Postgame Show live from Booze Fest at Slackers on Thousand Oaks, presented by the Law Office of Orlando Kell. Law Orlando. When I say measures have been taken, with the help of Mr. Kell, it's a shout out to Mr. Kell. If you need a family lawyer, 50% of the population of this country at some point are going to get divorced. That sucks. Stats are what they are. If you wind up in that boat, at least you've got someone who is a hardcore subscriber to this show, Mr. Kell. He will take care of your family situation. You're emotional. It's a shitty thing to go through. Orlando will handle all of those business decisions that become so hard when you're going through a divorce because of all that emotion that's involved. Orlando ain't got no emotion. He's a machine,
Black
man.
And white.
And I can attest, I have seen Orlando in court. I have seen it with mine own eyes. He's a bad father mucker in court, dude. I'm not kidding. I've seen it. It's badass. Speed racer, yes, when I say measures have been taken, the Hague Convention has absolutely come up in those measures. Yes, sir. Thank you for looking. Thank you. I don't want to get into it in detail. I'm familiar, Speed Racer. I'm very familiar. Thank you, man. Thank you, Holmes. Thank you. All right. What else today?
You were one of the few people, because Longhorn fan since the Georgia game has been divided. It felt like Cowboy fan for a long time. Like Cowboy fan has been divided for a long time. Half of them loved Romo, half of them hated him. Yep. Cowboy fans, half of them love Dak, half of them hate him.
Yeah.
Since the Georgia game, half of the UT fan base was ready for the Arch era to start. He struggles against Georgia. Yep. Then the next game he comes out and he doesn't look great.
Yep.
But this morning, 5 touchdowns, 300 yards, looked fantastic. The whole time you said, hey, this was your guy. Stick with him.
Yep.
And
Quinn, you mean?
Yes, speaking of Quinn, and he got back to form today.
Yeah, he was Quinn looked like a guy who should go on the top 10 of the draft. today.
Damn, I
He was
don't know if I'm
badass.
going that far, but
Well,
okay.
you look great. His issue is consistently looking like that.
Consistency, right.
Some week, at worst, he's a third-round pick, right? At best, he's a lottery
I think
pick.
at worst second.
Okay,
And
fine.
I'm not even that high on Quinn.
No,
but at worst, he's
No,
second.
you're helping me make my argument because on his best day, he's a top 10 overall pick.
Right.
Yeah. So, and he was that guy today. He was sensational. He was outstanding. Ole Miss about to score another touchdown. They scored now. It's over. Georgia's about to get beat again. Damn. Badass. Yeah, and you're right. And Quinn got hurt, and that's the thing. Quinn's got to stack weeks together where he's elite and avoid the injury bug, which he's not been able to do in any season he's been in Austin. And it's concerning for his NFL future. If I'm an NFL team, I have some concerns about his injury history,
Sure.
But since we're talking big picture, but over the next month, I have all the faith in the world that he can help them run the table and they don't lose any more games and cruise into the conference championship game and go to the playoffs no matter what.
And he looks healthy.
Yeah, and he's looked healthy. Yeah, and he's finally healthy again today. So he was that dude. So it's been great. Anyway, it's been great.
Oh.
What else, man? What's in your head today? What's going on? I've been traveling, had a good week. Kids are coming home. Longhorns kicked ass. I don't know. Dak Prescott's going to New York City to get a second opinion on his hammy. He's got that hamstring issue where the meat came off the bone.
Meat off the bone.
And he needs surgery. He's going to try to avoid surgery because he thinks he wants to play again this year. Dak Prescott needs to shut it down.
Well,
What's the point? They suck.
They've already decided to put him on the IR, which will open up a roster spot. So I'm with that. But when I'm talking about, just this week in the NFL, Philly is traveling to Dallas. And Philly has looked good the past few weeks.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley looks like he's making the Giants look like idiots.
Right.
Philly now is 6-2, coming to Dallas.
Yep.
But Cooper Rush got a full week of practice knowing that he's the starter. And in those situations, if I'm being fair, I don't got to defend the Cowboys. They don't pay us a dime. He's looked good in those situations when he knows he's the starter.
Right.
So I'm good with that. I ain't saying they're going to beat Philly, but I'm saying Cooper Rush looks good when he knows he's the starter.
Hopefully the Eagles will beat the shit out of them, like 38-7, and Dak will stop this bullshit where he's going to try to come back. Just go have surgery. Save yourself a year. He's old. He's damaged because of the foot. Dak should shut it down. Oh, my man Ruben and Jennifer are here.
Ruben Vajegas?
From Don Juan. My man.
What up, Rube? Don Juan up in the building.
Dak should shut it down, and hopefully if they get their ass kicked, he will. Dallas needs to not – this whole thing – we're still in it. We're still in it, Rudy. No, you're not.
Dak is on this kick like, I'm going to come back and save the day.
Nah.
Sir, y'all sucked when you were there.
Yeah, they're 3-5 with him.
Yeah. What are we talking about? And your 3 wins are shitty wins. Well, Pittsburgh's a good win.
I still can't believe they won that Pittsburgh game.
They beat the Giants, they beat Pittsburgh, and they beat Cleveland.
They ain't beating Pittsburgh with Russell Wilson.
No.
Just saying. Rogie, $5. Thank you, man. As a Commanders fan, I hate to say this, but go Cowboys.
Well,
only because they're playing them Eagles.
Well, this is the thing. When I look at tomorrow's schedule, the games that I'm circling, Pittsburgh traveling to Washington, and the Detroit Lions going to Houston.
Right.
I'm looking forward to those 2 games. If there was 2 games that I had to watch, if they say, hey, Rudy, pick a couple games to watch, those would be the 2 games.
So there were some dudes from Detroit that flew in. They've got relatives here in town, and they're leaving in the morning to go to the Lions game in Houston tomorrow. They were talking
Where
she's
was
like,
this at?
He was they were sitting over here earlier. I think they left, or they're out there somewhere. They're probably out here. But y'all want to see? Here, I'll make this point. Y'all want to see what we're looking at?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, baby. There goes the women.
Say hi.
Big party out here at Slackers. They were talking shit because they know we're in San Antonio. They know who we're talking about. They know we talk Cowboys.
Hey, sir, we're Cowboy fans in this town.
So what I said was, you know what? Talk shit now because you might as well because you ain't won shit in 60 years. Ever. And you're welcome for that Texas boy coaching your team.
You're welcome.
Big Dan Campbell.
Y'all ran Barry Sanders out the league because y'all wouldn't trade him to a contender.
Right. Barry quit because y'all couldn't get your shit done.
Y'all couldn't get your shit together. You wouldn't trade him to a
That's
contender.
right.
So whatever, Detroit Lions. Shout out to Eminem. Shout out to 8 Mile.
Dan Campbell, next Cowboys head coach. You know what, Jimbo? As much as I would love that,
He ain't going
to put up with Jerry Jones. You know how awesome he has it in Detroit working with Mrs. Ford? He ain't got to worry about nothing. He's got an outstanding general manager. He's got most of his rosters in their prime. You brought up Dion the other day, and I think Dion might take the job, provided God calls him and tells him to.
If you didn't see Thursday's episode, go to Love You.
Yeah. And I thought you made some good points. And Dion has said over and over, I don't want to coach in the pros. I want to mold young men.
You don't trust them.
But we talking about the Cowboys. It's different.
We're talking about the Cowboys.
Which I hate. The Cowboys' reputation is what hurts them.
What do you mean?
Because Dion might do it because it's Dallas. But it's cancerous.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a perfume. It's that seductive perfumed inner thigh of a whore.
Damn, not the inner thigh.
It's hard to say no because of the inner thigh.
I like.
Then you realize she's a fucking whore and she's gonna bang your brother. That's the Cowboys. The sex is great, but the marriage sucks. The marriage will fail in divorce if Dion goes to Jerry.
Oh shit!
It will. The sex is great, but the marriage is shit. There's a lot of that out there,
But
you know.
if Jerry called him, does he take it?
Probably, yeah. Because Dion loves all that limelight. He loves that hoopla. And he's realized, God damn, it's 15 inches of snow up here every winter. He wants to go home to prosper. I think Dion would take the Cowboy job if it were offered to him. I think he would. I think so. I agree with Bernard.
I just feel like he would make them. I'll take it if y'all make moves to go get Shador.
Well, that's why they don't be dicking around trying to bring Dak back. Lose the rest of the games.
Dak's on a 3-year extension.
That's fine. Let Shador come sit for a year and learn and rest up and heal and learn the league and get developed under the next coaching staff, which is probably his father. And after a year, bench Dak's ass because you ain't paying Shador much. Make Dak the backup and play Shador. That sounds like a great idea to me, but here's why they won't do it. Because the Cowboys are pussies, and they don't have the guts to do things like that. The Cowboys don't make ruthless decisions that you have to make as the owner of a company to win. Totally
agree.
Bernard's in here. Bang your brother, that reminds me of that pandemic incident in Austin with the two brothers taking road lizards to the house and the wife showing up. That was the great Earl Thomas, former Longhorns great.
Oh, that's right.
The great Earl Thomas, he was in there with his brother tag teaming some gal. Remember Earl's wife kicked the door in and was rolling audio? Remember that? That was badass. Threatening to shoot up all the girls in there.
That was badass.
Yeah, that was badass.
It was badass.
And that's where we got the wonderful drop of Earl Thomas going, stuff like this just happens, bro. No, it doesn't. No. Stuff like that. Your wife kicking the door in to bust you and your brother banging the same girl with a gun. Stuff like that doesn't just happen, bro. It happens to you.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Oh, Ole Miss had to kick a field goal, so it's 25-10 though, with 3:22 to play.
Ball game.
Georgia's cooked.
Wow.
Cooked. Now, how about that?
Bringing it back to Texas. Georgia has a loss now to Alabama, and they're going to have a loss now to a loss to Alabama and a loss to Ole Miss.
Right. They're done if they don't win the conference title game, Georgia.
Which they can't. They won't, because now it's the two best records that play in the conference championship.
Shit,
So-
Ole Miss may go to the conference championship.
Oh, shit. No. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
About that. That's awesome. All right, so here's what I think you
Slackers.
and I should do. You and I need to hang up and go play some video games.
Roll?
What's
you
that?
want to roll on the video game?
Yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah, we're
Let's
rolling
do
it for sure. Yeah. So they've got, yeah. So it was Earl Thomas's wife. She walks in the door and goes, I got something for all you hoes. Remember that? That was then Chris Duell quoted that on WOAI morning. What, does Chris still have a job? Thank God. He's the last guy standing, Chris Duell.
Dude.
So Duell reading the quotes of Mrs. Thomas was gold. I've got that loud Chris voice, that Chris Duell voice. I've got something for all you hoes.
In his Beach Boys voice.
Yeah, you know it ain't cool when your wife kicks the door and while you're in there with your brother tagging a road lizard and she busts out with a gun and says, I've got something for all you hoes.
Let me tell you something. Not my brother, not my friend. I
Dude.
ain't never been in a room with another man naked.
No, I didn't figure you for that.
I ain't never been in another room.
Yeah.
But hey, speaking of iHeart,
Yes, sir.
You want a party on the block for anybody? Do you know anybody that?
We don't agree on much of anything, but I mean,
You know him.
I know Joe Pags. He and I are fine. He loves Nina. Loved her dad. I'm not anti-Joe Pags. I don't listen to his show. But when I found out yesterday that Joe Pags had been fired,
Your ass would have been canned.
I'd have been canned
Only
already.
because you make too much.
Right. No, for sure.
Everybody that makes too much,
Got
those are the first
fired.
people that go.
Sure, no question.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right.
So, if I had any, so iHeart's been laying people off for the last 2 weeks. And the fact that Joe Pags has been laid off, I would have been laid off.
You think so?
Oh, dude, yes. Yeah. I ain't Joe Pags. I didn't make that kind of money for the company. If they're going to let that guy go, my ass was gone. But now he made more money than I did every year. But that goes to show you how bad they're hurting, too. Joe's a cash cow.
He's a cash guy.
And they fired him.
They make a shit ton of money off Joe.
Yeah. And they decided they can't. I would have been fired this week. Thank God I started Love You Hard TV when I did. About that. How about that for fake?
We weren't going to allow the system to wash us
Unbelievable. So welcome to the digital age, Joe Pags. What's up, Ellis?
What up, Ellis?
Ellis Rideout's in here. Ellis gave us $20. Earl Thomas debacle was the highlight of the pandemic. Yeah, stuff like this just happens, bro. No, not to me.
The highlight of the pandemic was Tiger King and The Last Dance.
The Last Dance, yeah. Ellis, you owe me a camping trip, player. And
what you mean?
And Ellis wants to take us golfing.
Ellis plays golf?
Oh yeah, and there's a guy who wants it. Now he sucks, but his neighbor wants to meet us for a number of reasons. So we should go play golf with Ellis and his neighbors soon.
Ellis, let's make it happen.
It would be in our best interest to go play golf with Ellis soon.
Ellis, let's make it happen. Thank you for the $20. Hit Mike up. Let's make it happen.
We'll do a mini toast to all of our In the Building subscribers and all of our chatters.
Wish I could be there. Took the boys hunting. Good parenting.
It's all good. Ellis, let's do a thing, dude. Reach out, Holmes.
Yeah, hit Mike up. Let's make
Mike Damos. Yeah, Mike Damos gave us $50 the other night. That's the guy we're going to play golf with. He and Ellis are tight. We're going to play golf with them.
Let's go.
Yeah, dog's going down. Damn. They're going to rip the goalpost out of the field.
There's nobody that's taken this season by the horns.
No pun intended. Tell me why Texas can't win the Natty. They can.
No, they
They can.
Texas can win the next 2 out of 3.
Natties?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Texas can win the next 2 out of 3. Bernard, Oregon does look good, but this is the thing about Oregon, Bernard. When they have to play a physical brand of football, I don't trust them. I don't trust them. They got to win one before I just hand one to them, Bernard. So yeah, I've seen a million Oregon teams look good, Bernard. And then guess what? They run up against Florida State or they run up against Bama.
Yep.
And they tuck their tail.
Yep.
When they win one, we'll talk about Nike school. I don't even call them Oregon. I call them Nike. When Oregon win one, I'll talk about it. But
Nike U?
Yeah, Nike U. Nah, man. When it gets physical and it's a big game, I've seen Oregon get scared, tuck their tail and run and go take their ball and go home. So until then, I ain't worried about Nike 10.
That was a big win over Ohio State, but I'm with you. Oregon's an underachiever on the biggest of lights.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll see. All right. I'm gonna go play some video games before I get drunk. Let's do some stuff. All right, let's go hang out with the people. My man, Ruben. What's up, man? What's up, big Ruben? How you doing, man?
What up, Rube? What up?
All right, we got buddies. Let's go hang out. Let's do some
go
drinking.
hang out.
Hey, y'all, thank y'all for watching this. We're back tomorrow. We got our Sunday show. I guess I'll announce this now. We're going to Monday through Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow's our last Sunday show. Unless we decide to do one. That's the cool part about being the owners of our own company.
iHeart can't tell us to go get our shine box.
That's right. Correct. We got a lifetime job here. That's what I think about iHeart. That was a drop. Damn it, LG. God dang it. All right, we're going to go do some drinking, and we're going to play some games, some video games, and love your heart. Thank you, guys. Back tomorrow within the building. Thank you to Orlando Kell. Thank you to Slacker Styles and Oaks. Thank you to Mr. Singh. See y'all mañana. Thank you, Brian. I'm going to burp. Love your heart. Peace out. Go Frogs. End.